Hello, everybody, and welcome to Create Speak. I'm your host, John the Bopper, and today we are going to be starting off with our very first guest on this show, where I'm going to be talking to a bunch of really cool, creative people who make things and get their perspectives and their experiences and show them all to you on this fun little show I got going on. Let's hope that this one gets off the ground, unlike Racketcast, which was about 6 feet under the ground. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to use the soundboard now. Okay. Yeah, so today's guest is a good friend of mine. They are one of the artists from my channel. They are a comic book artist currently working on their graphic novel, Non-Human. Give it up, everyone, for Lily Fox Comics!
Hello!
Oh, that didn't sound like a very strong clap. That's my bad.
It's because it's me!
It's you! It's you!
They knew it was Fox Comics and the applause just slowly went down. Like, oh.
Man. Well, anyway, so how you doing tonight?
I have a cat on my face.
That's awesome.
You know her, the cat that you set on fire in one of your videos.
Yeah, that was funny. So anyway, we have a lot to talk about. We have been working together for a while now.
Yeah,
too
years.
Long, far too long.
I don't know how many years, but years.
Long enough. We can stop now. By the way, I'm telling you, you're fired.
No! You better give me my last paycheck.
Okay, so, but in actuality, I do have some questions prepared to get this conversation going a little bit.
Yes.
Alright, so, what made you want to do this? You know, like, was there something specific that happened, or a person, maybe, that inspired you to want to draw and make comics and tell stories?
Actually, yeah, a few people. Like, I always liked drawing, but I always struggled with, what to draw. I was always like, I want to draw, but I don't know what. And when I was young, my uncle introduced me to comics, and that's kind of where I fell down a rabbit hole of Marvel and DC. And to this day, I still have like a giant stack of comics in my game room that I occasionally read.
Never share. I wanna read. I like reading.
Get over here then, and I'll share like one with you. Not the mint condition ones, though. I am not unwrapping those. That is a strict rule of mine.
Wow, okay. Well, that's mean. Really mean.
Yeah.
Audience, can we get some boos in the chat? Let me see.
Don't boo me. I'm a professional.
Can I even boo?
I guess you could just say boo.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Oh no, that's definitely not. There's a lot on.
Yeah. And then after a while, I started making Non-Human, which at the time was just called Fox.
Wow, and that's where the Fox Comics came from.
Yeah, because funny thing, Fox Comics inspiration was from a cringy 13-year-old me on Roblox.
Oh. Well, isn't that where all the greats start out? Roblox. That's where everything begins,
Roblox is life. But yeah, no. Funny thing is, me and another friend of mine, we used to be like obsessed with Roblox, so we would always play the old Roblox games, like Roblox High School and shit, and funny enough, they had an event where you could get like free Fox ears, and I was like, ooh, free item. I didn't care it was Fox ears at the time. I was just like, ooh, free item. Because me,
to
this day, broke.
Wait, holy shit, is that how you became Fox?
Yes, believe it or not, it was because like there was this stupid little Zootopia game on Roblox where you could get like free fox ears. I got them, and I just started wearing them on my character because it was like the only good hat I had at the time. And then there was like a Roblox high school game, and that's kind of where the inspiration for the main story came from. The events that happened in that game. Except,
Really?
I'm editing them so they're less cringe.
So that was the beginning of your furry phase.
I'm not a furry, but yes, it is the beginning of how I started making comics.
Hey, soundboard, can we get a few furry howls in the chat?
No howling, please.
Oh, well, you're too late. Anyway, yeah, you should really have my soundboard on, I think.
Let me unmute it, actually. I've had it muted for the longest time.
Oh. Anyway.
Alright, it's unmuted.
As I was about to say, so that's how it all began, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what exactly did you start off using when it came to, like, actually drawing? So you started off with, like, obviously probably a pen and paper, right?
Yeah, and I don't know why. Back then, I was against using pencil. I would only use pen.
That's because you like to live dangerously.
Yeah. I still have to this day, like, every paperback comic I've ever made hidden. Because I know you will try to find them, and I'm not letting you.
One day,
No.
I'll figure it out.
Allowed.
If
You're not allowed.
If I don't figure it out, Nick will, and then he'll show me.
Yeah, he's not allowed either. I'm not showing him where I hide them. It's in the place no one will expect.
Did you put it up? Did you? You didn't.
First of all, it's the fucking accordion folder. And B, I said a place no one would expect. I think Nick would expect that.
Okay, but like, if you did, that'd be really impressive.
It would, but that would probably tear me in half like this fucking Saw movie.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know exactly which Saw movie, but if you know, you know.
Is there a Saw movie where someone gets split in half?
I don't remember if it was Saw exactly. I just remember the one scene where like two girls, one was tied to a chair naked, one was like upside down with the legs open, and then someone took a chainsaw, sliced it down the middle.
Wow, that just sounds like you were watching really weird porn.
I don't think anyone would get off to that, especially since, she died.
You would probably be surprised. I hope you wouldn't, because I hope that it's not that many people, but I'm sure there's someone. There's always someone.
I hope I don't meet them, because I feel like they would recreate that, and that's kind of called murder.
Yeah.
It's kind of called manslaughter, homicide, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You can't do that.
Do you think guys like Ghostface get actual copycat killers in the real world?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Anyway, back to funny animal comics. So, one thing I've always kind of wondered about you freaking crazy workaholic you. How do you manage like both making comics, all like your two different like comic series, along with miscellaneous art, along with art for my channel, along with art for fun? How do you like balance that?
Well, a lot of my art pieces, they take like at least a day to make. So, if I get like all the housework and shit done, I use the rest of my day to like draw and shit. And then at night, if like there's no group calls or video games going on, I just spend that time drawing.
So what you're telling me is you don't get anything done because we're constantly calling each other.
I'm not saying that, but like if I have free time, I'll draw. And I always kind of make free time. Like I'll just be doing something random and like, you know what? I have an idea. And I'll sketch it out, save it for later, and then I'll come back like maybe a day later because I'll forget about it like stupid little brain I am, and then start drawing, and like I say, my art usually takes like a day to make, but like quickest, I would say is about an hour.
That's like actually insane timing. You know that, right? That's really cool.
Is it? Yeah, but like it's kind of like an art thing. The slower it takes, the more detailed and more better it looks. That's why I've always just been like, this is shit. Because like it's kind of like a thing, you know. The quicker you make art, the worse it'll look, because it'll probably have less detail and shit. Because like Mike takes like a year to do his work, and his looks incredible. There's like so much detail.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? Like, I think that your style specifically, like, really benefits from simplicity. You know, you have like that kind of like I've always thought it kind of had like that almost like dreamy look to it.
Yeah, I've never really been a fan of realism. I can never do realism. It just never looked right to me. So, you know, having these little cartoony styles that not only look like cartoons, but also kind of look realistic, but at the same time also look like a unique style. And it's really, you know, it actually looks right to me.
Right. So, speaking of, right?
Yeah.
So, when do you have commissions open, right?
Yes, but I have not gotten any yet.
You've gotten a couple.
I've gotten a couple, but like majority are from you.
Yeah, well,
and you don't even need to pay. I give you free work.
Yeah, but I refuse to not let you to let you get away with not making me pay. I feel like that's wrong, you know.
I've let you got away a few times.
I know, and I've always kind of felt bad. That's also usually because you forced me to not pay.
Cause like I know you're like busy with college and shit. You don't have to worry about paying me back.
No, but I always had the saying that everyone deserves to be for their work, no matter what.
True.
So,
but like at the same time, we friends. I don't mind doing art for you. So if you don't have money, don't worry. If you can't pay, don't worry.
I'm still gonna. Okay, but anyway, like I was gonna say, so when you do get committed, how do you kind of, you know, manage to do what the client would expect from you while also kind of maintaining your unique voice and your style?
Well, I always ask for a reference because, like, you know, obviously everything I do needs a reference, because if you just describe what you want me to draw, I'm not going to get like the precise colors. I'm not going to get the precise background. I always need like an exact reference. Like, for example, I did a commission of someone's cat, which I love because I love cats. If they're listening to this, tell your cat I said hi. But yeah, I did a commission of their cat, and like I said, as much as I love animals, I struggle with realism a lot. So I tried to, you know, I kept everything alike, colors, shapes, everything. But I made like a few adjustments to my style. Like, I didn't make the nose as detailed. I kind of made the eyes all black, which is kind of not that far off for a lot of cats, but you know.
Well, yeah, but as I remember, they ended up loving it anyway.
They did, and it actually is one of my best work. I remember struggling with like the shadows in the corner and the wall. The wall was very confusing, but you know, I tried my best. Another thing I try to also incorporate is like lighting and shading. That also may help, because like I don't add a lot of shading, because like my thing is I don't add shading to my art unless there's a specific light source, because that just looks like shading when there's no light anywhere.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But yeah, I've always had like a weird style. Sorry, I cut you off.
No. I'm the one here to talk to you. You know, sorry. That's
it is okay. But yeah, I've always had like a unique style, and it's like when you try to draw something almost exact, it just comes out in a different style. It's like the way you're used to drawing, and I'm like, you know what? It still looks good. But I'm still trying to like improve, you know, shit like anatomy, because I draw everyone as a twig.
Yeah, but you have your reason.
Yeah, but I am improving. Like my D&D character Cyrax, I drew him with muscles, and they actually look good. They actually look. They don't just make him look like a twig with meat arms.
Well, Cyrax looks.
Yeah, I actually had a bit of help from Mike on that part. He showed me like an anatomy tip on how to draw muscles, and it really worked. Yes.
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 So, as far as your work goes, right?
Yeah.
Would you? I know for a fact you face a lot of challenges. Could you maybe
describe them?
Describe some of them for the audience, and you got past them.
Well, it all started when I was born. No.
I could agree.
So, challenges in my life specifically, or challenges that just affect my art? Because
if we talk about challenges in your life, that's like a whole other ball game that I think you should save for your therapist. But just like
I'm pulling out a list that goes to Mexico.
Specifically, like your work. In your work, I know you face a lot of challenges.
Yeah. It all started not when I was born. It all started in the beginning of 8th grade. I don't remember how old I was. All I know was it was September of 8th grade. And I would draw and make comics, and everyone loved them. But then other people started making comics, and then people would ignore my work for theirs and literally tell me to my face that their work was better than mine. But I still kept making comics because, I had fun making them. I like telling stories. And then fast forward to 10th grade, where I started doing digital art. I still sucked at it, but, it was a lot better than when I first started in 9th grade when I was like a tracer.
Yeah.
Every artist is a tracer at first. It's a canon event we all have to go through. But yeah, 9th grade, I was trying digital art. 10th grade, I had a homophobic art teacher who hated everything I did.
Because you were gay, or because you drew gay people?
No, I only call her homophobic because I was the only openly LGBT student in the class, aside from one other person, and she only picked on us two.
Oh.
But yeah, she always gave me the lowest grades in class and said that I was not good at art, especially realism, and especially realism portraits.
Maybe she doesn't like funny animals.
No, because I tried human portraits, and she did not like them at all. We couldn't even do our own thing. We had to do by the books what she wanted.
Well, then it's not. You see, that's something I never understood about art teachers. It's not art if your direction and vision is being guided by somebody else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not also necessarily true. Film is a little different. You have different parts of one big production, and everybody is contributing to the art in their own way, even under this is different.
Film is like a type of art. It's like a different category of art.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, in 10th grade, that was when we could take classes we wanted to take, and I took creative writing, and that was the only class that I got 100s in for all 4 quarters.
Yeah, no, I used to love creative writing.
Yeah, no, it was the only class I actually excelled in, and I probably sound like I'm bragging right now, and I'm sorry if it does sound like that.
No, not at all. You deserve to be proud. Speak your truth. Spit your shit, girl.
How we had IEPs and shit like that?
Yeah.
Mine said that I was above advanced in anything writing classes.
I remember.
But was either average or below average in everything else.
I remember in my creative writing class when I got 100 on a novel that I wrote that was basically just a ripoff of Attack on Titan.
No, I did something similar. I kind of took like the characters from Non-Human and like my final, like you know how we had finals and shit in that class. My final, it was just like a revamped version of Non-Human, except where they were like children fighting actual racism.
Yeah.
And there was like actually a happy ending instead of depression.
Bro,
And that got a 99. I would have gotten 100, but my grammar and penmanship was horrible. The story itself was fine. I just forgot to capitalize letters and put periods.
Oh, don't worry. Vin kind of sucks at that too.
Yeah.
But something just popped into my mind that isn't actually a question I wrote down.
Say it then, because if I still talk about like the challenges in my art, we're gonna be here a while.
So, remember that time that you made an animation with a guy with crab claws and he looked up Pornhub because it was an educational site about sex?
So about my challenges in art. You're not bringing up my old animations, man.
No, but it's kind of my job to. I kind of have to. Speaking of which, how about we talk about the Golden Bandits?
I will kill you.
For context, people, it's like old stuff, old stuff.
That you can't find ever, even if you search for it.
I might just, leave the link to some of the unlisted videos I have in the description below.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tell-all interview, Lily. You can't.
John, I know where you live.
Wow, doxing me, and after everything that's happened, that's really rude, Lily.
I will go to your house and slap you across the face.
That's really mean. Hey, Discord mods, can we get her out of here?
And they just get the fucking like giant cane and hook me out.
Yeah.
I actually heard that because I had the soundboard on.
But yeah, so on to actual questions that I still had prepared for this. So when you're
Hey, No, I was gonna say, are we still talking about like my challenges in art, or are we skipping that?
We can come back to it later because
I have a lot.
Because there's like a really good way we could end off if we hold off for a bit.
Yeah. Good ideas.
Okay, so you write your comics, right? You write your comics, you draw your comics,
I write all of them.
you comic your books.
Yes.
I read them. They're good. I like them a lot.
Thank you.
So, how do you, when you're writing a comic, drawing it, how do you make sure that your art communicates the message or the story effectively?
Honestly, it can be kind of hard because a lot of times I'll have like serious stories, and with a cartoony style, it probably won't give off the best message. For me, I try to infatuate with, colors and also characters, facial expressions, especially body language, because the face can show a lot of emotion. Like for example, you see Wizard Lizard is always just in a state of I'm just happy to be here, while Sala is just constantly looking at his books, focusing like, I want to be a wizard.
Yeah. So basically just through body language, you can get across what the characters are really, trying to convey within your story.
Not just body language. I also do lighting not lighting. You know how backgrounds look when there's a background in a comic?
Yeah.
Colors. That was the word.
Colors.
I use colors to express it.
Wow.
For example, Lizard Wizard is a beat comic almost. So the colors are always bright. while non-human, it may have characters that are in bright colors. The scenery is almost always dark. Like, for example, the first few pages are very gray because it's a serious tone.
Right. Yeah. Before I even forget, could you, for people who don't know, like, the basic idea behind on it, can you just give, like, a quick rundown of, like, a summary?
Oh, yeah. I don't want to give too much away because it's not going to be published until 2024, but the whole premise is it's about 4 young adults, all of them non-human, if it wasn't obvious.
Womp womp. Wait, slide whistle, slide whistle, slide whistle, where is it? Where is it? I can't find the slide whistle!
John just broke a window looking for the slide whistle.
Anyway, please continue.
So yeah, it's about 4 non-humans who not only have to deal with a world full of humans that are also kind of dealing with racism, because like basically the whole world of non-humans it's like humans and non-humans live together, but despite everything, there are still some racist people trying to go after them and shit.
Right.
And then it kind of goes from them trying to survive to Satan appearing. I'm not going to explain how that it goes from racism to demons, but if you want to find out, you have to read when I eventually publish it.
Oh my god, this is like Persona 5, actually.
Don't compare it to Persona 5, especially since I haven't played yet.
Especially since minors.
All my characters in my series are adults, except for, no, I'm not gonna say it because it's actually a major spoiler if I say it.
Right, okay.
Because I don't want to spoil my own series.
So, what kind of, like, themes or messages are you trying to get through in things like non-human as opposed to something like The Wizard Lizard, which is a sort of episodic comedic fun?
Well, actually, I don't know if I told you this, but, like, after non-human, I do want to publish, like, not just the mini comics of Wizard Lizard, but like an actual story of Wizard Lizard.
All right,
but that's not going to be until way later.
Wait, so like as a comic or as a book?
As like a book, a graphic novel book.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
But again, that's not until way later. I have the story like figured out, but like not until like way later. It's going to be like a 2-parter also, or maybe a giant 1-part book, depending on how long I make it.
Right, okay. Well, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to give me a lot of work to animate. God.
You're going to make the Wizard Lizard movie!
No way, I know people who animate. It's fine. I got this. I can just get some people. I'm going to get some people and put them to work.
Bro, just imagine, like, you get some college people and then the Wizard Lizard movie shows at your campus.
I mean, it could. Right now, I know somebody who's working on a movie. Well, 2 people.
That actually would be very cool if you just made the Wizard Lizard movie.
Yeah, this could work. This could work. Okay, guys, Wizard Lizard movie. We're calling it now. It's gonna happen by 2025.
Maybe not 2025. Maybe 2026. Who knows?
Yeah, don't hold me to anything. Hold them to anything though, not me.
Don't hold me to anything. I'm not confirming anything yet. I'll confirm it after volume 1 of Non-Human.
So, one other question that I've had for you, right, is so is the reason that you wanted to get into comics specifically and not just art that it's easier to tell a story using pictures than it is to describe it in like novel form?
Bro, are you kidding? It's way easier to write it in novel form than draw it out.
Really?
Yeah, like I can literally just get on Google Docs, type in a full story in a day, and be done.
Yeah, but you also have to
publish it then.
Yeah, but you'd also have to revise it and edit it.
I could A, spell check, and B, I could just read it all in one day and then be like, ha, perfect, and then just send it off to a publisher or something. No, it is way harder to just like draw it in than just write it in.
So then I guess the question is, why go the extra mile?
Because despite the fact that I admit, I know not a lot of people are gonna like my art, but I like the character designs. I like the colors, the background. I like doing art. Like, I know a lot of people are gonna look at Non-Human and be like, "Did a 5-year-old make this?" But I like it.
Wow, that's very inspiring. That's really great, Lily. You want to talk about your haters for a bit?
How long you got?
No, but we don't have to talk about that. What was something else I was gonna ask? Oh yeah, so as far as art goes, right? I'm sure besides me, you've worked with other people on things like art, right? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Actually, I might just be forgetting people, in which case I'm an actual dumbass. But I think I mainly just worked with you, other than like some art trades with Sam.
Oh, no, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, so you haven't like collaborated on any like specific piece of art with it?
There's been like, how like on Discord everyone has characters and then they draw them into like a one giant frame and then they send it and then another person draws like that's what I've done.
Like the Discord couch event.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that does count. Yeah.
Yeah, that counts. I was gonna say that's kind of really all I did. You're kind of like the only person I've actually worked for aside from like other people wanting commissions, but like again, that's still a rarity.
Okay, that leads me into my next question. When do you and the others plan to kill me?
Tomorrow.
How will you get here unless you want to send Parker to do it?
Who do you think is behind you?
No! Oh, but I could see him.
No, he just shows up behind you with a giant kitchen knife as you're talking into the mic. You can't hear him.
Not again!
Not again, Parker. I told you not to kill me when I'm doing a podcast.
Yeah, he doesn't know where I live. But,
he finds you somehow. He follows you home.
So here's an interesting question that I wanted to ask. So, you've been doing comics and just art generally for a while now, right?
Yeah, I've been doing art since I was like 5.
God, you're so old. Do you see like the process of doing comic books changing for you at any point in the future? Like any streamlining in your process or anything that could make things more difficult later on?
Honestly, yeah, because here's the thing. I do comics on my phone with my finger.
Your fingy?
Yeah, I draw on my screen with my finger. But unfortunately, because of that, I now struggle with like using my whole hand in a pen. And I have a drawing tablet, so I plan to practice a bit on that so I can get my footing back on actually drawing with hand. And who knows, maybe I can make a comic on the drawing tablet and it'll come out better, or it'll be easier or quicker. I don't know. I still have to try.
I mean, it's not such a bad thing to draw with your finger. I've seen full-on animations that were done completely with finger, and they were some of my favorites. Like, I'm pretty sure Crumb, the person who does like all the funny little cat animations, yeah, I'm pretty sure that she does it with a finger.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, honestly, there's some incredible stuff you can do with your finger. Wait. You know what I mean. So, what kind of software do you use to, anyway, I mean, to draw, you draw, you can't move.
I can't move, I'm paralyzed. But yeah, no, I use this thing. Well, first, I used an app called Sketch with... Here's the thing, if you were to look on Google, it would not appear. Like, I downloaded it on Google looking for like drawing apps, and it was the only one I found. And I don't know why. You have to like find a specific link that leads to it and then download it from that link. Like, when I was younger, you could just download it on Google Play by searching up Sketch and it would be the first one to come up. Now it's like a secret hidden app.
Maybe it
That's why
it could have gotten taken off the Play Store.
That's impossible because I still use it to this day. I mean, I use it to make pogs and keep notes because it's the only thing that I can type on. I can't type anything in Infinite Painter. But I still use it to this day with, like, trying to keep notes on shit.
So what have you been using now?
I'm using a software called Infinite Painter. Like, at first it kind of sucks because you have to pay, like, $10 to get, like, more than free layers and all the brushes. But, you know, I paid that $10 and now it's just way better. It's so much more useful. I have so many layers on a lot of my art to the point where, I'm not gonna lie, my full Wizard Lizard comics, the ones that have like 8 to 10 panels, they sometimes have so many layers they just crash and don't even open. And I have to like redo them all over again. And I'm just sitting here thinking, all right, maybe I have to merge a few layers before I continue.
I see.
I got a little layer crazy. But yeah, no, well, like after you pay the $10, it's really good. And because I have an account for it, I can like uninstall it and reinstall it on anything and then still have all my artwork saved.
Well, that's convenient. I wish Adobe would do that instead of sucking.
Plus, this is a mobile app, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually also... You could also have like folders of like specific artworks. Like, I have a folder for Wizard Lizard publishing for like smaller comics, one for like the actual story. I have a Lizard Wizard one. I already said that. I have like a Wizard Lizard one in general for like the webtoons because I forgot it was on webtoons. I have a folder for like character designs for non-human, and I have one folder that's specifically for like non-human. And then the last one I have is literally just of you because I'm working on your Christmas animation thing, so I made a folder for it.
That's good. That's good. That means at least somebody's working on it. I mean, I probably start writing it. But
yeah, I'm making like a... I don't know how long the animation is going to be, but I am making an animation.
Well, I'm excited to see it either way. Well, I mean, last one you did was...
Hopefully you like it, because, like, this is my first time doing it on Infinite Painter, because the last one I gave you, it was done on Sketch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, still, I'm excited to... So, I do have just a few more questions.
Yes.
So, for anyone else out there who might be listening to this, listening to you and me spout words, right?
Words.
Do you have any advice for how other people can get started making digital?
Honestly, just like, I would look at how other people do comics, like get a little inspiration, see how they format it, how they layer it, because honestly, the way a lot of people do it is a lot different than when I do it. I post one page with 4 panels. Other people post like each panel individually, and then the whole thing in the back, and then a whole Patreon in the fifth one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely say like learn how other people would try to like do it, and then try it yourself. Look on Google Play Store, look up any free drawing app, and then, you know, try it yourself. Or if you want to spend money, find one that costs money. I don't know, I'm not a bank account, I'm broke. I only looked for the free ones.
Or pirate stuff, but you didn't hear that from me.
You didn't hear that from any of us.
Yeah,
Although it would be easier.
We here at Roaring Penguin don't condone piracy.
Unless it is for a really, 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 really good reason. It would have to be a really good reason.
Yeah, like if content isn't available in your country and you don't want to pay for a bullshit.
Yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored. Any VPN. For you, VPN.
You could definitely get sponsored by now, man.
Yeah, but I don't.
You have like 4,000.
Yeah, but I don't want to get. I don't want to get sponsored.
Get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Dude, I would totally take a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor and then shit in their faces. No,
this game sucks. No.
It's not like I'm not open to sponsors. You know, sponsorships would be really cool and stuff, depending on what it is. I'm just kind of picky.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I never really knew how, like, YouTubers got, like, sponsors anyway. Like, I noticed one YouTuber who had, like, a sponsorship for a web browser called Honey, and he went into a sewer drain and covered himself in beans to promote it.
I mean, Honey, the free browser extension that saves you money with each click. Okay, no. Not sponsored. He
legit just, like, went into a sewer drain and covered himself in beans to advertise it.
Kind of awesome. But,
you know what YouTuber I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do. But I'm not going to get into this with you here, so I'm just going to say that's cool. So, so we're almost at the end. So I have one last thing to ask.
The big question.
Yes. Is there anything at all that you want to plug before we full outro?
I guess probably my social medias, but the thing is, I have a lot.
Go ahead, run through them. Go crazy.
You know what? Just fuck it. Just take my fucking link tree, because that's the only thing that has all of my links on them.
Okay, so, you know what? I'll run through them. Follow Fox Comix. Follow Fox Comix. Follow Fox Comix. Threads on Threads. Follow, subscribe to Fox Comix on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't. I still have shit on there, so.
Check out their Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/FoxComics. Linktree, which has all of these on their Instagram. Artistry. Commission. Go there.
Yeah, I'm not the Fox Comics with 2,000 followers anymore.
No. That will forever be you. You have 2,000 followers in my heart.
Aw. But yeah, no, the old account still has like 2,580 followers. It has not moved from that number for I don't know how long.
Yeah, well, you know what? I beat.
Bro, you're the one that wanted me to start anew.
Why do you think I wanted you? No, I think overall it's going to be beneficial in the long run. Build up an audience from scratch after having your audience.
I honestly hope so, because Instagram is not being kind to me.
Instagram isn't kind to any, but you'll get there. I know you will. I have no doubt in my mind.
All right, thank you.
Well, I'm going to mute you now.
All right.
So that was Fox Comics. I'm glad I got to get into their silly little mind and learn more about their experiences making funny webcomics and doing Roaring Penguin art. So, this was the first episode of Create Speak. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will be coming back next week. If this episode does well, then after the next episode, I might start asking for people to send in questions for the next guest, so that you guys get to, interact and learn more of what you want to know about some of these creators who honestly deserve more love. And so, thanks again for watching and listening, and I will see you all in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.